Hey girl, what's the tea? Welcome back to another great episode of the Good Girls podcast. Girl, let's get into it. I'm so excited for this episode because we have another special guest. Here with us today we have the very own Ken B. Yes. I'm so happy to have you here. First of all, for just many reasons, because, mind you, first time me knowing you or seeing you was on an infamous TV show called Legendary. Well, we'll get into that later. But however, to now have the relationship that we have now is just like, oh my God. So it's so surreal in a sense, and it's like, wow. It's funny how life can like connect people together. Oh.
Can you use all that shit?
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you. I guess we're gonna get into it now.
Let's start off quick. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Continue. I guess we'll get into it now. Let's get into it now. So, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Like, everything has been great. The people around me have been keeping me like really happy. So I'm in a great space.
Love to hear that. So I did mention about Legendary earlier. So I know, and I think these girls know too, and some of the girls that's watching this, most to all, not even some, most, know that you are a true staple in what today's ballroom scene looks like, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck about how other girls feel. But for me, when I think of the girls who actually bring elements, who bring the recipes, the ingredients for what ballroom really is today, I think of you. So, back to Legendary. Tell us a little bit about how your ballroom journey got started.
Okay, so I was actually a part of a dance team. It was left on Mark. Shout out to Mark, my dance pop. I was actually auditioning for his dance team, and I had a friend. His name is Mickey. Shout out to Mickey as well. Mickey, he was on the dance group, in a dance group, and he actually was like, we were like relatively close. Me and Mickey starting out. This was years ago. This is back in like 2017, 16, 17, 18, and I was heavily into modeling. Around that time, I actually just finished working Plates Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and I did make it on the team. And then I think it was like one rehearsal that we was at, and he actually was like, no, I know you're into modeling, like come join Ballroom. At the time, I knew what Ballroom was, but a lot of my friends around that time, they were sheltering me from Ballroom. I was still like very innocent. Like it was like, oh, like I want to come to a ball because all my friends was in Ballroom, but they, for some reason, they was just like, no, it's not for you. Like we're not bringing you to the ball. It's a ball. Still to this day, like I do not know why. Like I don't know.
Shade. When they first asked me, because when I first started getting involved with myself, and it was, I think a couple people were just like, oh, okay, you should invite me to one. I'm thinking to myself, imagine I had my own career that I'm in right now. People that I work with ask me, like, you should invite me to one. I'm like, girl, I don't know if this is a place for you to want to spectate and see. If what you see from the TV shows is totally different with how the real life stuff is. But go ahead, continue, I'm sorry.
I just, still to this day, I'm like, okay, I don't know what reason why the reasons they had to like shelter me. Or I guess maybe they kind of how you said, like maybe this is not a world for you, and they assumed that they knew the bad things, I guess, about Ballroom. It's just like, okay, like we're way too innocent for this right now. So growing, and also around that time, I was still growing into who I was. So I guess like that's mainly the reason why it was like, chill for a minute. You know, bitch, I'm not listening. I'm like, okay, well, bitch, I'm not getting it from my friends. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna get another
I'm
language.
regardless.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cute. So, I'm like, but it was kind of a fight against myself because I was like, oh, my friends are telling me, should I listen to my friends or should I just go? So, but I ended up just going, and this was after practice. So, right after practice, sore from dancing and everything, we went, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing.
Like, what the hell did I just do?
I didn't know what I was doing. Like, and so the crazy part about it is industry modeling and ballroom. Well, as far as a male figure, well, European is very different. Like industry as a male, it's more militant. It's very masculine. So those are the things that I was doing, but seeing what they were doing as far as like being a gay male and like showing all types of modeling and things like that, I was like, oh shit, let's do it. So Miggy was the one that brought me to like my first house. Darrell, the icon Louis Vuitton, is the first one to bring me to a ball. I think that's when I kind of fell in love with runway, European runway and ballroom, seeing all the effects and just the creativity, how creative everybody was. And again, I was like growing into who I was at the time. So me being in such a heavily created space, I was excited. I'm like, oh, this is where I belong. And then, I mean, hey.
Now, here we are now.
2014, like, I'm a mother of a damn house. Like,
2024.
2020.
Did you say 24? Okay.
It's like,
But yeah.
But 2024, yeah, like, damn, that's about to be, what, 7, 8?
You've been in ballroom for almost 8 years.
8 years?
It's a long time. What? Now, I'm going to segue into this. Because if you can't tell from the hat or the accent, my little girl's from New York. Brooklyn, to be precise. Brooklyn, to be precise, you know.
It's what it is.
I come from
Brooklyn.
You know where it's all from. But we're not gonna get into that. But yes, being that you are from the city where ballroom started, the city where ballroom is like most respected. If anything, even girls like that are overseas. They want to get to New York one time and do a ball because it's like they can meet all of the legendary, iconic people who I don't know what his name. Because I'm trying to be funny. Are there any people that's still alive that started it way back when ballroom started, or they have gone on? Because it's been a minute now. We've been here for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Or to meet like those groundbreaking people like that, people that was still here like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Who,
Yes.
Who
Now, I can say
those.
that. Like,
They're still
now,
here.
Hey, you know. Girl. No shade. That's way too deep.
I'm
We taking this thing. Like,
I'm sorry. I was like,
I get it. Like,
gotcha.
Like, we're moving on.
Okay.
I'm not taking that deep.
But I say that to say, being from New York, do you feel like it was a tougher experience than if you would have been anywhere else and started doing ballroom?
So moving to Atlanta, I came to Atlanta about 2.5 years ago. It was definitely a big difference. It was a big difference. And before I go into the things I'm about to say as far as like my experience.
Get this mic.
Before I'm about to go into those things, I do want to say like, since I've actually started pouring into the community, giving back to Atlanta specifically, I just don't think they.
They lack the vernacular. Someone lied to them several times and told them they were fly high or cute. Because they're nothing of the sort.
No, it was nothing of the sort. And that was just my
Hey!
But, you know, I'm going to give a little, you know, I see progression. I see the work, specific, like, especially some individuals that, and I definitely want to give shout outs to them, which would be Royal, Yayo, Father Gus, Trey Sean, the icon, Tony, a legendary mother Tony.
Yes.
These are people that I honestly see putting in the work to change the culture of the Atlanta Kiki scene specifically. And I say those names because those are the individuals that are the activists. Those are the people that are putting in the work to make sure that our community has the resources and things like that. Because I stress this enough, the Kiki scene is specifically for the youth. So these balls, these events, these whatever we do, gatherings are supposed to be for them, to better them, guide them into, you know, paths that we may have never experienced, but we have the resources to help them to. So, you know, before I get into everything that I'm about to get into, I definitely give a shout out to those individuals because I see it. Not saying the other people, these are the people that I see doing the work because I communicate with them. And I've partnered with them to do projects myself. So,
Or have tried, but they just,
Oh, yeah. Have tried. Yeah,
have tried.
You know,
shout out to y'all. Because accountability is a real thing.
Because I definitely didn't see some people doing the work, but I knew they had potential. I knew they had the right intentions, the heart to do it. But, you know, some people fall short. And hey, you can only blame yourself. Now, going back to the experience, like, I did feel like an outcast because I was from the North. And it just kind of gave, like, let's give her a hard time. And I didn't appreciate that because, again, I'm about the youth. Like, I'm about actually giving back. Like, I've never been selfish. I've never been the type to do things for. Well, I'm not gonna say never been the type to do things for my gain, because you gotta.
My growth is
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
me first.
When we're talking about community work, like I'm not throwing an event and charging at the door to put in my pocket. Like, what? I'm not doing stuff like that. Like, all the events that I've thrown have been out of my pocket to give back. Nothing I've never put any money in my pocket. Any event that I've thrown, nobody had to bring your own bottle or bring your own weed.
Because they do that a lot.
You know, or charge at the door. Liquor is free, but it's a fee. Like, no.
$10 for a cup.
Yeah, I don't do stuff like that.
You're very mindful.
You don't have to do much. When you make community service, you do it for the community.
I do it for the community.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not a lot of people like that. That's
And,
crazy.
Especially
and
in
it's
the
sad. It's really sad because we already, like, it's weird to say these things because we like, you don't want to be like the cliche one. And it's like, girl, we got so much shit against us. Like, we have so many people against us. Why use each other. Why I like stuff like that. It's like, if we create spaces for us, we should be giving each other these resources, like, to make each other great. But
You know, do you, baby?
hey,
For us, by us.
you know, do you?
You come on, y'all. Let's got cheers to them hands.
To them doing you. To them doing them.
To do
Do you, baby?
We just won't do you.
Boom.
I love this drink.
So I have a question. So I'm what I consider a ballroom virgin. So I'm from the South.
Yeah.
I'm from Houston, Texas. And growing up, I didn't see ballroom in gay spaces for me. We did Palace, we did the Jason, but I didn't see ballroom in Texas. Now, ballroom is becoming a big thing. Tell me what's the difference between the Kiki scene and the Main Street scene.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Well, first let me start with, usually, because I was the same way, you don't start to see ballroom until you see ballroom. Like, once you have a friend and they introduce you to ballroom, then you start seeing ballroom everywhere. I swear to God, a perfect example.
Yeah.
You know, when you finding yourself, like, as far as like spiritually, even sexually, going into the sexual part, when you start learning, okay, I'm about to have sex, I gotta learn, STIs, STDs, and what I need to do.
Please learn STIs.
Absolutely.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Learn those, please. Especially if you're in Atlanta.
Learn it.
There are a lot of resources.
Get you a book. Get you a laptop. Get you a phone.
Absolutely.
And research.
If you ain't got that, go to the library.
Please get tested. Sorry.
But my point
Commercial.
said that. My point said that as soon as I started being sexually active, and you know how you start searching stuff in your phone or talking about stuff in your phone, and ads start popping up.
Oh.
I swear to God, I never really saw any HIV like commercials until like I started getting into ballroom, and I guess like my electronics would pick up on the things that I'm talking about. Now all of a sudden, every commercial is about Red.
Hey!
That is shocking. So literally, that's what ballroom is. Like, as soon as, like, you don't know anything about it, mind you, all your girls, you got trans friends, you don't know nothing about ballroom. As soon as you actually like step foot, ballroom back. You like I just learned the word ballroom.
Yeah. And it's,
But yeah, so I was the same way. You don't have to feel ashamed about that. The difference between mainstream and Kiki, mainstream was the start of ballroom. Okay. It was mainly for our women of trans experience. And how the Kiki scene started, as the youth come up into their lives, mainstream ballroom, their balls wasn't until like 4:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning, because those was when the girls actually was getting off of work. So because balls were for femme queens and women of trans experience, they was at work, and we all know what the girls used to do at work. So it's like they're getting their money at night, because those men that was dating the girls, they're not doing that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, they're sneaking away from their lives and stuff like that. So they used to wait for the girls to get off work, and the girls used to get themselves ready and that's why the balls were so late. And being a 16-year-old queer individual, you can't do that.
So why the ball so late now? I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Okay.
It's a different reason.
Because I went to my ball. The ball was supposed to start at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it.
It was midnight.
Literally.
Before anybody hit that stage. And can I say, that's my first ball ever. And to this day, you can ask my sister, you did your big boy? Well, it's called LLS.
The LLS. Almost there. Legend Statement LLS star.
Baby, when I tell you, Mother Kid, she got on that stage, and she did this one move, she said, I said, oh!
I was feeling it, no shit. And mind you, I was only feeling it because, like, I wasn't even gonna do all of that. Like, but they was like,
Oh, I was very adamant about it because mind you, no shade to the girls down here, but they don't be giving it. They don't give it. They don't give like they
They didn't give
it.
It's like it wasn't a lot of people that gave it.
Well, yeah.
As a spectator, as a person that was new to the city, the things that I liked, and there was some things I was just like, okay, next. What else is there?
it was crunk.
So no shade. After a couple, I was like, you better get up there. I was first I asked how you voting, and he was like, I don't know. I was like, you better vote. And mind you, I was still unsure because if I was sure, I would have recorded. Good thing it was on camera anyway. Because when he got up there, all I saw was him walk to the front of that stage, looking at the camera. I thought he was just runway. Next time he started getting his set, I was like, I was just like so excited because literally, again, I think it'd be one of the people that's literally like, you remind me, you know how every single generation has those people that just like, every time they go on stage, they're going to hit it, regardless. No matter what type of scenery it is, it could be hot. We've been on sweaty floors before when it comes to ballroom. You don't slip. You're very much so in control.
I'm a brand.
Yeah, okay. And literally when I tell you the whole room, it was, I don't know who went before you, but it was very mellow. And then when you got up there, yeah, no shade. When you got up there, it was like the whole entire room lit up. Especially if people was fighting and shit too, and it was just like, it was real. They wasn't fighting, it was arguing. It was arguing because the girls don't throw hands. They just talk.
What's happening?
Like, what's up? But when you got up there, the mood changed. And that night it was just it was you and Bubbles that really it was like, girl, everybody know Mulango set.
Absolutely.
You know, at that point, that's when everybody was like, what Mulan got going on? By that point, we're gonna get into that later. But yes, you said that. Okay, so Kiki's for the youth. Any ages in specific when it comes to that?
Well,
because there are girls that are
okay. So let me give some background. The Kiki scene it definitely does have an age limit. So the thing is, in different regions, you know, they kind of push it. Actually, not kind of. In different regions, they push it. Push it real good.
Give it up, delicious.
It's like, no shade. Come on, baby. And you know, some people read me for this, and they didn't like the response that I gave because I don't just bring up shit. Sometimes like someone just like, oh yeah, let's argue. But I'm very opinionated, so when things are mentioned and it's on an open forum,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, especially if I know and you don't. Okay, let me just educate you. I'm an educator. You know that.
Let me teach you, girls. She likes to teach you, girls.
The career. But so taking it back, it was really for the ages 24 and down. So that was when, you know, the Kiki scene first started. Obviously, we had late bloomers, but my thing is for the late bloomers.
ain't saying old bitch. You're a late bloomer.
You know, for the late bloomers, some people could get away with it because some people are very youthful looking.
You know, black don't brag.
You could, right, like,
Unless you do
you
it.
could milk something. But I cannot stand when you are about 86 trying to walk up, and especially, listen, especially you 86 trying to walk a virgin category. Baby, it's
That cherry been popped.
Give it up.
Bitch, pop. What she said? Bitch, just giving me dust.
The cherry is molded. Like, it's just pay it.
Mm-hmm.
Just pay. Or your other option is take it to the big league.
Mm.
Why are you coming to the Kiki scene?
Can they not handle the big
So-
leagues?
And those are the questions you start asking.
Because they're not gonna get to the door of the big leagues.
That's the questions that you start asking.
Now we asking some stuff over here.
Get to some
You do not
things.
feel that you're enough to hit it with the big girls. Because there's no way, personally, I could not be 34 going against a 16-year-old.
Hold that thought. Check to see if that camera's on. I just had to put it on Do Not Disturb. I totally forgot to do that. Just check and see. Check and see. We still rolling?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So, but that's just my personal opinion. Different regions, I think people they use the Kiki scene to kind of like disguise, because a lot of regions be like, oh, like, you know, we don't have a lot of LGBT youth, and the Kiki scene is fun. Well, the same individuals that walk the Kiki scene are the same individuals that are in houses. So why can't the region just make it fun? You putting a Kiki house on your last name doesn't just make it fun.
Yeah.
So it's like, why couldn't you just compete as a prodigy? You just couldn't compete as a Mugler, and your region just make ballroom fun. You can make ballroom fun. So I think people just be like, oh, like the Kiki scene is fun. Well, yeah, it is. The reason why it's fun is because it's directed to a more youthful crowd. Those youthful crowds are not really like worried about winning all the time. They're not worried about, oh, the $10,000 that or having to put $2,000 into their effect just to walk for 5. Like, they're not worried about those things. Really, the Kiki scene was like, pick up a tutu and like, let's go have fun.
No shade.
The girls was voting for a McDonald's prepaid card. You know, it's shit like that. Like, they voting down for an unlimited Metro card. It's like that.
Because they do that.
No shade. That's
No shade.
Bitch, I'm not paying $34 for no unlimited. I'm hopping.
And yo, what I did not know
You know,
is that in the mainstream bars, I got invited. I always get invited through you and also other people within our house, the House of Mulan. Shout out to y'all. Mulan. Okay, but literally, I always got it. What?
Cause you looked at me, I was like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, I'm gonna say something away. I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
join in.
Man.
La, say it. That's what we waiting for.
Go ahead.
Well, fuck it. Anyway.
Girl, y'all got prep me for shit like this.
Go
ahead.
I'm sorry. So literally, I got invited by you all because like we can't just fast to some mainstream balls, and literally I saw the price, and I was like, bitch, $50.
No shade.
$50 to get into just to see the ball.
Okay.
I would have gone in there.
To go,
That's just the cover.
That's
So
the cover. That's just to get in. And those are the things that we're saying. Like that's why you're not having fun. That's why you're not having fun.
It ain't fun.
You gotta
This serious.
You gotta pay
This
five.
is-
We is
You gotta
this
pay
is a
5-0.
No, I said that. This is.
do they start on time?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, wait, get the pillow. Hold on, wait, get the pillow. Get the pillow.
But that's why
You go ahead and say what you gonna say.
I prefer the Kiki.
Well, yeah. So yeah, it's a whole lot of different stakes. I do believe that the Kiki scene definitely what it was starting for was to definitely prepare you for mainstream. Because girl, if you can thrift an outfit and you get grand price of Kiki, it'll show you the fundamentals of how to be strategic and creative within mainstream. Because you taught me how to be creative, girl. I don't have a creative bone in my body when it comes to like designing or like arts. I'm good at performing arts.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, you taught me how to really piece together an outfit from nothing. And then also, but you ain't always gotta go to fucking. You don't gotta get it custom all the time, girl. Fashion Nova and Shein will do.
If you're a Shein girl, you know how to put a look together. You just gotta know what to
And make it. And you're the reason why it looks fab. The outfit doesn't make you. You make the outfit. You make the effect. And a lot of girls miss that.
Absolutely. And I mean, I see the thing is with me, I don't mind at all if I'm sitting on a handle like maybe I don't mind.
Just like literally when I tell you,
allow things to be,
that's how they'll stay.
that's how they'll stay. Like, I just don't think Atlanta.
What happened? What happened?
I just don't think they strive to be like greatness. Like,
Ooh.
I just don't think they strive to like. It's just like.
Just want to be on Kiki's stage.
And
Right, like baby, Kiki a little
like literally, when I tell you, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna fuck, cause bitch, I'm still new to the scene. People don't know me anyway. People act like they know me. But anyway, from the last ball we went to, the grand prize was $1,000, and I'm gonna say this: $1,000 cash, money.
Shout out to Indira.
Shout out to Indira.
Founding Mother Rajay. You get when we first started, I gave a shout out to some people. You are another one. I've always seen the amount of work, the amount of energy that you put into the Atlanta Kiki scene, and just to let you know, I respect it. I've always given you your flowers. We've always talked, inboxed, and all of that, but you already know how much I respect you. You did it for me. I don't give a fuck who does it, but Atlanta Mother Lauren gives you respect.
Period. So to continue that, the category was beginners vogue basically. We call it beginners performance though in Ballroom.
Yeah.
So there was the grand prize was $1,000. You never hear about beginner anything being $1,000,
Which is why I respect
And-
them. They usually get nothing.
Nothing. You get like
They usually get
at
a
most
straw.
$100.
You get
That's the max.
That category be the best to me.
and
Oh. No shade. No shade. The girls be
Let
hungry.
me give it to y'all. The reason why beginners performance and beginners runway be so exciting is because like they're not at a stage where they're like they're hungry, they're focused, they're motivated, but they're just trying, they're just going for it. Like when you learn your performance and you learn whatever category you're walking and you know what works for you, so you're stuck on that. Now these beginners, they're still learning themselves, so they're pulling out things that they don't even know that they were capable of. They're shocked at themselves, and we can see like we could see the hunger and when they perform, so it's so exciting to see. It's like,
I know what you can do. Like, oh,
Yeah.
she just pulled out a whole combo stunt, and she on the side, you could see on the side, she gagging at herself like, did I just do that? Oh, or you like, yes, you did.
You did it. You ate that.
And you,
But literally, it was for $1,000, and the effect was calling for a robotic look. When I tell you, I saw 8 bitches back to back with an Amazon robot outfit, and it pissed me the fuck off.
the same one.
The different colors. Sometimes the same one, sometimes different colors.
Yeah. Same one, but the key was right before the ball, there was a lot of people. The Atlanta Kiki has a Facebook page, so it's like for informational, things like that, like upcoming balls or information that we need to know, or
Sometimes job opportunities.
This is an open forum, whatever. So people was talking about the 1,000 and everything like that, and the 1,000 had a specific panel of judges. I don't know how many, but it had a specific panel of judges.
6 or 7.
And those individuals was the only ones that was going to judge the category. And they was just chatting like, "Oh, y'all effects gonna be $1,000."
The
judges, they were only keeping. They was like, they was like, y'all better be happy because I'm chopping for anything.
I'm chopping and We get to the ball.
What happened to the chops?
Nobody chop?
I literally thought
a silver. This girl had just a silver. You could tell if somebody even. It was very. I went this morning and just I just said, give me this right here.
Right there at the costume store.
And I'm just safety pin it to like. It was just like okay.
And literally it gave I think one a couple people had on these Xenon outfits. Y'all know what Xenon is. But Xenon is in Xenon's space, not a robot. Big difference. And I was like, bitch, for $1,000, you couldn't even put no $50 in your outfit, bitch.
So I'm just like, maybe, I respect different outlooks. It definitely was like your interpretation of a robot, which is totally fine. So when I put worth to or value to an effect, it's more so about how polished you make. So yeah, your effect didn't have to be $50. It didn't have to be $100 just to compete for that 1,000. But it was little details that people needed to look out for. When you think about robots, you think about wiring, you think about lights, you think about gears, you think about
wires,
mechanical movement,
Right, the movement.
like things like that. You think like that, and when you think about those things, and specifically, some people were actually saying we don't want to see robotic print, which meant I don't want to see a shirt with a robot on it. I don't want to see a shirt or a bodysuit with the robotic parts on it.
We want to see cyborg.
But you still didn't chop them?
I was on the
What? I mean the judges. That's what I meant. So the judges did. So you was talking all that, but then when you got there, it was something different.
They let all
it was a lot of
bitches
different.
slide.
It was a lot of different.
And I was just
A whole
like,
lot of different.
I like that.
I was perturbed. I was just like,
You know what?
perturbed.
Okay.
I'm used to
You are.
I am. Yeah, I'm using it very right. I was very perturbed. I was sitting on the sidelines, with my table sport, my moolah la lives. And literally, Ain't right, bitch. The chat that we had, where everybody was, even the commentator got onto it. We had this chat. It was go get the money, go get the money, go get the money, Mulan, go get the money, go get the money. That carried. When I tell you, it carried so much. The commentator started in the chat, go get the money.
I was gagging.
And I was like, bitch, yeah, we're a fab house. Girls just don't want to admit it, or they know it, and they just want to keep to themselves. But anywho, I was just so taken aback from that, and I was just like, girl, this is some shit right here.
Like, for me, it's not really about the money. Like,
The principle.
I wanted my kids to get their moment and things like that. Like, that's all I was worried about. Like, it was about them feeling good, about them feeling like they elevated. Those are things that I'm worried about. It wasn't about the money. My kids didn't get the money. They didn't get the grand prize, but that didn't stop us. Like you know, it's just another grand prize.
No shame, they were still fab.
What it was about is because recently, so as far as the Atlanta Kiki scene, there is an alliance, and that alliance kind of helps run a smooth shit, like, you know, help with organization within our scene, and that is it is filled with the leaders of like maybe 1 to 2 leaders, 2 max, from each house. So each house has a representative that is in the alliance to kind of whatever we discuss in the alliance, that that representative takes back to the house and explains everything. You know, and in that alliance, a conversation was to make sure that we are improving our scene. One of those topics was, let's make sure that we are investing into the youth, make sure that they are using their potentials to the best of their abilities. Like, and it shouldn't be no more coming out last minute. Like, let's really not force them, but let's really encourage them to really put some thought into how they come out. Like, you know, put some thought into their own brands and things like that. So it was very like this is disappointing.
This question may seem a little messy, but that's okay. Do you feel like the other leaders of the other houses are actually taking what you guys talk about as the alliance?
No. But you go ahead and answer that. I'm sorry. I just jumped in. I'm so sorry.
Are you Mother or Sheila?
So,
I'm not stupid.
like, okay. For real, we have no way of knowing if they do take that information. Now, what I can say is people don't listen. So if you do take that information, that is either you didn't listen correctly to what the children did, or the children did it.
And children can be hard-headed.
Children can be hard-headed.
Because you should know.
Because I know, for sure. No shit. I know, for sure. I know for sure. My handful is definitely a handful.
Ooh.
But
I'm
a different type of breed, and they understand that. We are not producing weirdos. We're not producing bums. We're not producing lackluster. We do not do that over here. Baby, if you can't get a haircut for a ball, you will be at home. If you can't get your effects, you communicate to your house about what we can do to help you. If you do not do that, then there's nothing we can do. But I hold everybody in my house accountable. If you didn't contact me to say, oh, I need something for a ball, and this ball, I assume when we talked about walking a ball, I assume everybody's got a ball. So if you didn't come to me like I don't have it, it's not my fault that you didn't tell me that. That's your fault. So you're still getting read. I'm still gonna read you, even though you ain't have it and you said, oh my God, like, you know, I lost my job. I can understand that, but you also didn't communicate that. So at the end of the day, like how I feel about my house, if one is a bum, we all alone. Because there's no way you sent your girl out there smelling like shit, and you didn't know. Y'all all just said a prayer in the back of the wall. You didn't smell her?
I wish I had some bottles.
You smell this shit, fucking?
I wish I had some bottles.
Y'all just said a prayer at the back. Y'all was all huddled. Y'all didn't smell her?
You didn't smell that?
You smell that shit?
You smell like straight shit. And literally, the way I think at the beginning when we had our first, because we're at like 13, 14 people now, and when we first started, that was about a good 6 or 7 of us. And at first, we was like, girl, I called her Joe Jackson because baby, she was not playing no games.
All you did just like,
I think it hit me in when I was about to walk my first. When I was supposed to walk my first walk, and literally, I walked in. I could see by her face I wasn't walking. It was just like, oh, we gotta get this together. We gotta get this together. If you're gonna do this, you gotta do that. If you're gonna do this, you gotta do that. And yeah, yeah,
it gave that.
You're gonna sit this one out.
You gotta sit.
Mind you, it was a 2-month break between that ball to the next one. I was just talking about this. A full 180 change. Makeup did. Hair done. No synthetic human hair wigs.
But if no one holds you to that standard, then you just feel like, okay.
Right.
Now you appreciate it.
Dress,
That's
custom
why
made.
I was like, you know what? Like, I enjoy, and I feel like the ballroom period enjoys when they see someone and then they can see their story and their journey grow.
Yeah.
Like I tell Brie all the time, like the makeup when you started to the makeup now, big difference.
Big difference. I wish I had
That was one of the reasons why I was like, oh, you must have this one out.
I was at the best. Hey, when I first started out with me just doing drag, I was trying to be a drag queen at first. Then I got introduced to drag and ballroom.
2 separate things.
Two separate things.
I was like, whoa.
We gotta lighten that. We gotta lighten that up. I gave.
We're gonna set this one out. Yeah, but like I really appreciate it because you didn't take it like and then internalize it and start beating yourself up or resenting me for the things that I said because I can be very hard. Like, but I always ensure them like I'm only being hard because I know your potential. I know what you can do. Now, if I'm not hard, you're gonna think what you're doing is progression, and it's actually lame.
Yeah.
And so that's the only reason why, like, I'm pushing you, and I always let them know as well. If I'm pushing you too much, let me know because I know sometimes we have.
So speaking of bad makeup, or just makeup in general. We're gonna get into some hot topics. First things first, have y'all seen the wedding situation with the makeup artist, the mishap when she got kicked out?
Go home, Roger. We don't want you here. Go home.
Okay, so we got her sentiments.
Yes, I'm like, I believe that, you know, it was the energy that caused her to stay. So it was like, you know, if the energy is great, and well, you know, I think the mother told her to stay, not the.
So, breaking news here. From what we watched originally, when I was getting ready today, it popped on my For You page. I was like, oh God, it's so good. Popped up on it, and literally there was a live of the bridesmaids talking to one of these like known TikTok creators. I don't know if she known. And the bridesmaids had said she was told multiple times to leave. That's why when the bride and groom asked her to leave for that time, security was there.
I saw a video. That's why you need a real hood bitch on your bridal party.
Yeah.
To tell you this mine. Go home.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Her makeup's done. Go home. Why are you here?
My thing is, you know, I understand. Like, I I definitely understand the pride. Like, listen, the job is done.
Yeah.
So really, you know, as you should know, as everyone should know, wedding is an intimate service.
Close friends,
It's an
close
intimate
family.
occasion.
I'm paying for everybody to play to here.
Hello.
God just met you 3 hours ago.
The thing that gagged me was the recording in the motherfucking aisle. Bitch, I would have took my shoe off and
I do
Bitch,
think
bam!
a lot, because it's like, girl, you see my mother sitting
It
there.
was a lie.
like, girl, you blocking a photographer. Girl, sit down, bro.
If
Sit
my
down,
mother sitting down, what makes you think that you got the right to stand up?
It was just weird and entitled for me. Like, I just felt like you felt like that you should have been there because you wanted content and you felt like y'all connected, and it was like, baby, but it's not about you. That's the problem. And for her to say when security came to her, she was like, I went to the bride and the groom was like, well, they want me to leave, and that's okay. Bitch, this ain't your day.
Yeah.
This ain't got shit to do about you.
But also, you're saying you want content. Your brand is makeup and hair. Why is your content consist of the entire wedding? Why is that's not your content? Your content was supposed to be
Ding, ding, ding.
before and after
So,
of the makeup and hair.
Mhm.
That's your content.
and you're done.
Once you exit out that realm, that's not your content. So
Yeah.
I understood why the husband was so upset. Like, he said something along the lines like, sick of this TikTok shit or something like, no more fucking TikToks. And
He
was
said,
hurt.
let me say this. You get on my fucking nerves. With the TikTok. He said, you get on my...
He was
getting on my fucking nerves.
He was over it. Bro, you're not the videographer and this thing. Like, I know they paid somebody to, take pictures and video them. So they didn't need you.
Did you see where they were saying that this was a technology-free wedding? So
So that was
all the
another
guests
thing.
Couldn't have phones or pictures. That's how you know she was
I missed that.
Yes. So
It was
all
a
this
technology
stuff was
free
popping
wedding.
up. And mind you, I just saw this stuff literally while I was getting ready, and I was like, oh shit. Like, this girl just said, oh, I'm going regardless. I'm gonna have a good time. This ain't your wedding no more. This is my wedding. This is my... And she got dumped by her man 2 days before. Oh, pity poor her.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, well, at the beginning of the video, it shows
Oh,
that the wedding was on like September 7th. She got dumped September 5th. But girl, get out your feelings, get in the bag.
Right.
Bitch.
Whoa, damn, that's a little insensitive.
No, like, no shade. Say for instance,
But no. You don't even gotta explain.
Sex and paycheck.
Absolutely. We understand your grief. But at the same time, she didn't pay you for this. She paid you, so you have to show up. Because if it was too much for you, you could have sent that lady her money back, and you could have not come. So you can't. She was on social media like, I noticed that I wasn't processing my feelings. Love, this wasn't the moment to do that. You can't. Somebody paid you their hard-earned money to do a service, and you were supposed to... Oh, that look good.
okay.
That's right.
But, excuse me, baby, you were supposed to do this service, whether they asked you to stay or not, because your energy was great, you was still supposed to be some type of professional, because, again, you're a brand.
As the business owner,
As
you
a
should have been
business
like, we crossing the lines a little too much.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if you stayed, you were supposed to stay a business woman.
In this corner.
Incognito.
Because first of all, you ain't even have a chair. Let's really talk about
She
it.
didn't.
You didn't have a chair.
Seat.
So,
And
so again, you're supposed to be in that corner.
They charge you per person
Per person.
for plates, liquor,
Chairs.
caterers.
Like it's like
all that stuff, and literally,
girl,
it was just so disrespectful. So that's our feelings on it. And speaking of intimate occasions, y'all saw Shannon Sharp. Or did y'all hear Shannon Sharp? Oh, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. He said, yeah, Michelle. Girl, Shannon was talking through.
Michelle, reveal yourself, Michelle.
I just find it hard to believe that he did not know that was happening. I'm sorry.
So, thank you to Dr.
Press
Oh.
to go live.
You gotta go to.
Let's see right now. Hold on.
You have to press about 3 buttons.
Okay, let's
No
try
shade.
to
And
go
then
live.
go live.
Let's try it right now. Let's see.
So you gotta press 1 button,
Anyway,
2 buttons. What
then,
press?
hold up, wait, no, you gotta slide. You just gotta slide over.
Slide over. You gotta slide over.
You gotta
Then
click
you
slide.
gotta go
Hit
over to
slide.
the side.
Then you gotta click
This
that.
one. Oh, God, that's not easy though.
And then we're live. No, but the key is you gotta press 3 buttons, and all 3 buttons are not in the same place.
It's
Not at all.
They're not.
They're in different parts of the screen. So it's really hard to believe that you did not know that you was live. And then
He was trying to quiet down.
you said on his show, he said he just threw the phone.
But it was said.
But it's
So when you threw the phone, the air touched all 3 buttons.
Oh, no, wait. What you say it was? The phone was what?
No shade. It was placed.
Because at first it looked like it was on the bed or something. It was
And then while they was
then just picked up and set out on that.
So when you pick up,
it's okay because he wanted promo for his podcast.
no, the real tea
One of
is
us gonna
that
go live. One of us gonna go live for this podcast, so we can get some views and clicks over here.
No
and
shade.
y'all gonna hit some things. We go live for our podcast.
on the after dark special. But
Ain't no Michelle over here.
Ain't no
though.
Michelle, because allegedly Michelle is white thanks to Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar said Michelle was a white woman. That's what he called Shannon Sharp, a bunny hopper.
Are we surprised?
No, because you know how he is. Shannon Sharp is very much so,
he was trying to
like very shuck and jive. And mind you, Shannon Sharp, I feel like the real reason Shannon Sharp did this was because he had those gay allegations against him because he had that little Pomeranian. You know, they said about
big man.
big men with little dogs. It gives
the white chicks.
It definitely gives the white chicks. Where's Terrell? Where's Shannon? It gives that.
You sure know how to
So yeah, and on top of that, remember that episode where Shannon Sharp on ESPN was painted down? His makeup artist had gave him that chocolate brown liner and
Dustin.
he said Shannon Sharp the whole time was like this.
Miss Shetty. Yes, honey.
Fucking girl, what?
Contoured and everything.
Yes, honey.
And then like,
Yes, honey.
all people.
Yes.
Ocho Cinco, Miss Thing called you. Ocho Cinco called you.
Not T. I don't give a fuck.
Ocho Cinco called you. So they're like, oh yeah, you were live. But you knew, Miss Thing. You know.
No shade. Ocho, that whole episode after that incident, Ocho was like, y'all saw what Shannon did? Y'all saw what
Trying
Shannon
to get a little piece of it.
A little piece.
Trying to get a little piece of the publicity. Like,
Piece of so
come
sweet.
on, Miss
Piece
Thing.
of so sweet. Piece of
But I
Something
can't.
sweet.
Okay.
Something sweet.
That's the key identifier. And even with that, he was talking me through it. And I was just like, oh my God.
I love it. Talk through.
Talk me through it.
Speaking of good moments, y'all saw Mr. Childtown on TikTok.
When the club was jumping. Not the
Was
club,
already
but the club was,
already?
bitch.
He was in that onesie.
He was at onesie that was
Baby, it- like, I thought I was here to watch you, you know, eat a little,
Okay.
you know, food, baby. I'm over here.
I thought you was eating kolache. You was eating kolache, bitch.
He was serving kolache.
Making a
Girl.
girl
Sausage
want
on
to
the
eat
stick.
something different. Like, come on,
Bon appetit.
So Sausages, 1-1.
It was
Bon appetit,
but
No shade.
you know, I feel like the straight men nowadays.
That's the thing.
That's how they
be fishing. That's the thing. That's how they get
Especially
paid.
Mr. Hakeem Lying, but that's not even a topic of discussion because I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh,
but
Empire.
yeah, he said he was gonna get his thing sucked by a man.
Oh no! Have you not seen the recent post today? He said, "Daddy stretched me open." That's what the new two said.
What is that going?
What you say? What is that going?
You know what? That brings me to it's power to be the girls.
No shade.
It's power to be a good girl.
It's power. Cause no shade.
No, say what you said one time.
It's power to be a good girl.
To be a good girl.
Mm-hmm. My thing.
Welcome to the Good Girls Podcast.
Oh. It's power.
So yeah, even with that, I was just like, a lot of the straights do it nowadays with gay baiting, and some just unintentionally do it. Like, Dwayne, like they thought Dwayne Machiavelli or something like that.
We the only
the
free
dreadhead.
though. We ain't got no kids, no none of that. They want that money.
So come on,
You gonna get it from us.
Come on,
Girl,
girl, I don't get crazy. It won't cost me $40, $50 to get rid of no baby. No, all you gotta do is you can. It don't cost, baby. We good. Baby, you don't gotta spend if I missed the deadline, $72, you gotta pay me $289, $400 for the Miss AB. You ain't gotta pay me. Take all that money and spend it on me.
But I think they only started throwing that consideration nowadays. At first it wasn't like that, but now they like whoa, hold on, yo, let's pump the brakes here. I can't be going off on every girl like bow, because that's like 10, 20, 30.
And you know the crazy
now when I see the boys, it's like, oh, there you go, 10, 20, 30, 40, but no kids. It's crazy.
The craziest thing to me is that with that specific community that be creeping, they are the ones who carry the diseases most because they don't use no condom. And I'm just like, girl, wrap it up. Wrap your willy. Don't be silly.
As we said earlier,
No difference between the STI and the STD.
get you a laptop, get you a phone, get you a book.
And read. Speaking of hold up, wait. Speaking of reading, they just passed the 29th year of Tu Wong Fu. If y'all know what Tu Wong Fu is, I can tell you what Tu Wong Fu is. Tu Wong Fu was a cinematic film in the 90s that starred Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes. I don't know that other man's name, no shade, I'm so sorry. It's something hard to pronounce, and I know I have to butcher his name on national YouTube.
Schwarzenegger?
No, he was actually Puerto Rican. Excuse me, he was Puerto Rican, and they were all straight men who played in this film, and it was about 3 drag queens. Their names were Vita Bohannon, Noxzema Jackson, and Miss Chi Chi Bonet. And literally, it's a great film that just talks about how drag queens, or just gay people in general, make America a better place, in all honesty. They went to a small town. Have you ever seen We're Here? Like the show that was on HBO Max at one point. It kind of gave We're Here tease. Where they went to a small town. They were kind of stranded in a small town. And literally within 2 days, they transformed it into something that it was never been before. Mm-hmm. And living through that, they found that they were just better connected as a people and how much inspiration they have given to this community. And the community gave this inspiration back to them and protected them through the harm that they was enduring as drag queens in that time and era. And it baffles the...
I have ones and twos about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they only do it because they know we the girls are the future. But that film did great.
That film was amazing. It got probably millions of dollars.
Not how great, not how great of a concept the movie was. The film itself did great.
Mm-hmm.
There was no outrage about that film.
Even the first time I saw it, my dad was watching it. And I was just like, what the hell did you watch? Because
now all of a sudden they want us dead.
You gotta protect the children.
You gotta protect the
The
children.
children. You gotta protect them.
I literally watched it on TikTok, and this it was a reel on Instagram, and this man, he has a trans. I can't remember. I can't even reference him. He has a trans girlfriend, and he has a son. And he allows his son to express himself in any way. He's also an educator. He's a teacher. The principal of his school, he did this I don't know what you would say. He just did this video. I guess it was just content, and he was asking people that he knows about. I think it's what they believe is acceptable to do outside of the walls of an educational building. And he named a few things, and it was okay. He said one thing like going to a drag show. The principal said, okay. He said participating in a drag show. And all of a sudden, the principal was like, no, that's not okay to do outside of the walls. And it's just like,
Why is that?
this film did so well. Like, drag has been around, the girls have been around for forever. I think what it is they can't stand, they were okay with us being underground. That's what they wanted. They wanted to keep us at the bottom. But now that we're at the top, because we can't stand being bottom feeders anymore, everybody mooching off of us, taking our shit, we're at the top now because we claimed our spot, the spot that we always had, because all of this stuff, and I could get into many things, they always say like we mooch off the a black woman, and we want the lingo, the styling, the everything.
Name the songs.
Is us.
Bitch, how many songs you want me to
Don't trust
sing?
no Kaya.
Okay, no. I just wanted to reference that. We're not. No shade. No shade. We're not doing that. No.
Hey,
That's a chop. No shade. Like, it's all the lingo. Most of the pop culture lingo that you hear came from somebody from the what community? Community. So when you on your TV screens and you see people say "step your pussy up," when you see people talk about
T.S. Madison
did that. When you talk about people talk about what's the T, bitch? The girls.
Like,
In the words they see there, but that dog did that. Literally, they are the ones
eating that up.
You ate that, girl.
Y'all, what they love to say, oh my god, just is an ick of mine. Oh my god. Mind you, and all my friends, like, they do it to me purposely because they know it kind of gets my blood boiling. There's a saying that the girls, the cons.
Go ahead.
Let me outrage them. The cis.
Oh lordy.
Cisgender women, a term that's been around for ages, but people don't read dictionaries. Again, even Killa B in the B could have said that, bitch. She could have been said that. That's been the thing. Cause she reads her books. She reads. She doesn't just do the curriculum. She reads.
Miss Thing, when they use giving.
Oh, girl. Because it's giving. Bitch.
Sit down.
They don't even say nothing after that. That's what pisses me off.
It's giving.
It's given. And
What
I
is
just
it?
be waiting. I just be like,
Dot.
It's giving.
Oh, okay.
that was it?
Oh.
What did Shay say?
But-
bitch, she thought you ate that?
I be like, girl, like, you're about to piss me off. Get out of my face. Because it's like, girl, when then we start bringing it to your doorstep, we start knocking at your door, like, baby, you couldn't even, like, actually use it in a correct
The thing,
And this is not an attack on black
No.
women. It's just the fact that there are certain individuals who feel as if that the personality that black gay man portray and give is copy of who they are.
Mhm.
In actuality, it's the reverse. The people that are your hairstylists, the people that are your makeup artists, the people that are your accessories at times,
Mm-hmm.
are the people who give you this lingo. The people who give you these sayings. The person who made Tamar Braxton to the person that she is, her doing all the mannerisms and the things, was a gay man.
But because
We gave that to her. Nobody gave that to us.
It don't even look natural. Like it actually makes me cringe, to be honest.
No shade.
And
It
most of
pisses-
those interactions are when they're like that. When it's the fact that you take what your gay friend, your accessory does, and you portray it to this mainstream media, and it's just like, oh, this is who I am. No, boo, it's not. And when you take those pieces and don't give credit to where it's due, it's really disappointing. Case in point, this is another hot topic, like the Ari and Tucson situation. Have y'all seen what's been going on with that?
Yes.
That is embarrassing.
You put your trust in a bitch, stupid hoe. How you figure? I had to switch it up because
That
is the thing.
And he took that platform and made her recently popular and hot.
Because her baby father wasn't giving him no
And
more
it's
money.
been because of him
No, because
that
Tay
that
fell out
cooking
and
show
everybody
has
loved
took
her.
off.
Tay.
That he has been that person, and Tay too. But Aubrey, outside of that, was what? The stripper,
The baby mama.
the baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
But she takes the lingo, she takes the things. And somebody said something on TikTok the day was like, she really don't care for him. And I was like, she
But
don't.
but it makes sense though. Like it's always gonna go back to when we first got introduced to like Tay and Ari. It was Ari's and Tay, and then out of nowhere they just got distant. And I'm like, wait, that can't even be a thing. Because one thing about two things for sure, Tay and Ari was together, but when she felt like not like like they were just two pieces in a pie. But it was on the show called The Impact Atlanta, and he was talking about how he's like, so you only want me for a service, but I look at you as my friend. Why is it I look at you like this, but you only give me for a service?
Right.
Skedaddle. And then it's so funny that now that she's doing the same thing to Tucson.
all over again.
You only look at him as a service. He's doing this because he's your friend.
And somebody, hold up, get somebody go down the phone, give me a 1 minute timer. That's all I need is 1 minute. Because baby, I got something to say about this. So let me know when to start on that 1 minute.
Hey Siri,
Start.
set the timer for 1 minute.
Start. When you said earlier about this is not an attack, sometimes as a people we need to start taking constructive criticism very well. Because when y'all tell us shit that we need to be doing and stay in our lane, that we take it and we eat it up, and sometimes we say, girl, we respect what you're saying. We might not agree with what we respect it. And however, on another note, bitch, when you talk about attack, bitch, we've been attacked, we've been beaten, we've been all through the same things. And the fact that we as a community, as a black community, have been through the same exact things, and you're doing the same shit to us is not fucking fair. There have been people that have been dying and killing, and also almost attempted to kill. Cherry Boom just almost got fucking killed by a black man. And over here, people are still over here probably defending his ass because she did not keep it real. Whenever this bitch has a known platform of being a trans content creator. So the fact of the matter is, it's not attacking, it's constructive criticism. Bitch, look it up, know the definition, look it up on Oxford. That's what I'm saying when I say this. When I say we need to what? Open up your hands real quick. We need to read, bitch, read. I'm done. Okay, but speaking of giving.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Continue.
I'm not. Because we all know what it is to be black.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it is to be black. And we also know the black woman's struggle. The black woman's struggle.
Because it's real.
I have a mom. I saw her go through it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all cannot tell me that my pain is not your pain or worse. Because I have to deal with being black, just like you have to deal with. But not only being black, I have to deal with my community, which is the black community, and everyone else beating me up. Mainly, I don't even be mad at everybody else. I be so upset because you know what it is to be black. So the fact that we as a black community choose this is we're so beaten down that we need to create the same system they've created.
Yes.
And that's what it is. We're so hurt, we're so filled with trauma that there has to be, within our community, there has to be the bottom of the totem pole.
There has to be division. There has to be somebody who gets the
Yes.
worst, or that's not even the word, Cameron.
The worst.
worst of that impact. And it's so funny.
And y'all don't want to admit that's us.
at all, and that's the issue.
Y'all don't want to admit it. Because your defense always is, it's not the same. It's not the same. One is race and one is sexuality. One is chosen and one is not. Baby,
It's not chosen.
Who would wake up
And be like, oh my God, I want y'all to hate me so bad. I want y'all to hate me. Oh my God, no, because I want to kiss boys and I want y'all to hate me.
I want to get beat up when I'm walking down the street to work. I want to get hit in the head, but when I'm walking through a group of boys, a group of men.
When y'all see me outside and we at the club, and I'll be like, oh, I want to. And I want y'all to be like, oh my God, I hate that punk, faggot, sissy, punk, dirty.
Or
Who wants to live through that lifestyle?
oh my God,
What makes you think I want to be that person to be like, oh my God, I wake up every morning and choose like, oh, that's why I want to do it. I want to live life for that.
we could go into a space that is supposed to was socially for straight people, because this drink is hitting, baby. It's socially for straight people, and we speak like when we went to the club that night, girl. We gave them hoes so much content, bitch. She gave my invoice when we left, because bitch, give me my money. And the fact that we were giving so much impact, mind you, I'm very observant. Before I was so introverted, I was introverted, so I still have an observant gene in my body. And I was noticing all those other sections and how they were just looking at us. And sometimes there was giggles here and there. I'm just like, girl, you wish that you could bring this type of starstruck that we bring as a motherfucking people, as an individual. Girl, we don't need to even be a collective altogether. We can. Girl, she was over here not even by us and still making motion by herself.
The way we was all in a section. She was over there at the bathroom, but enjoying the very moment and like the music, the energy, like, and y'all want to make yourselves seem like y'all so much better. You're like, nobody was worried about y'all. We here to have fun. We here to enjoy ourselves, and y'all again want to make us the bottom so bad. Y'all are so filled with trauma. Like, baby, we are all in this together, Stain.
No shade.
That low key gets that.
And when you speak of enjoying the music, it's our last topic. Beyonce did not get nominated for any award for the Country Music Awards. It's not surprising.
It's not surprising.
However, it's just a reaffirmation to show how we still be put into our, I'm gonna say it, our nigger lane.
We're putting into our boxes.
In our boxes. That's how you think of us. Because and mind you, people don't see it, but I see it. Beyonce's a very petty girl, and I live for it. When she did Daddy's Lessons and she performed
Petty girl, she said that.
petty.
No, she said, I'm a petty girl. Not that bit.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So when she performed in 2016 at the Music Awards, girl, when they gave her the reactions that she didn't like, she said, "Bitch, watch this." Made a whole album and took back what they took from us a long time ago, because country music was originally made and done by black people.
Because I'm from Texas. Houston, Texas to be exact. My family is cowboys. I've ridden horses all my life. We have farms. Bitch, we were the original cowboys. We're the original country singers. Let's not do that.
So she reclaimed it back, and it set on the country charts for weeks. She had 6, I think, or 7 #1 hits from that album alone, and she doesn't do country music. This was her first time her second time. She did Daddy's Lessons.
That's the same
getting into it.
that they got. That's why she hit the reward, like you just said. You said she's not a country singer, so since
but her
don't
music
do
is
that, she's not
country,
gonna
classified as that. And but they didn't. The thing is, and this is no shit, girl. This is no shade to K Michelle.
We'll insert the picture.
Cowboy Lord.
This is no shade
Cowboy
to
Cameron.
This is no shade to K Michelle. But the reaction that Beyonce got when she performed versus the reaction K Michelle got was totally different. Beyonce got a certain reaction because she's Beyonce. And because she's technically above most of all the people in that room, they are threatened by her. I'm not saying that K Michelle isn't at that, she isn't at the same level, but because K Michelle is at her, still in, we're trying to break out of it, but she's still in her box.
But she got pushed back too.
She did, but
she went into that space.
But
she got a lot
the
of
thing is,
pushback though.
her original music was country music. It just didn't pop.
Yeah, very true.
And when she went into R&B, that's when she started to get her fame.
Right.
But then she
Yeah,
reclaimed that,
right.
like, originally I was a country artist.
Right.
And she started bringing her music,
And I love K Michelle's story, so I know a lot about K Michelle because that lady, she went to college on a Yolan scholarship. Who the fuck Yolan?
Patti LaBelle.
But a scholarship?
That ain't hit that note right. I hit that note. No shade. I hit that note though. That's kind of crazy.
Patty Carious, she's the
Patti
vocalist.
said, "Carrie."
And with Patty in her prime was not to be touched with. None of the girls can fuck with Patty in her prime.
So good. Nah, I can't definitely say that.
Patty 80 years old now.
But they say Aretha sat there like they was reading her menu. They were reading her back her Burger King order. Patty sung "Ain't No Way."
There ain't no way.
Yeah. Cause y'all know. I'm sorry. We kind
To
of.
be real.
Yeah.
Because you got.
Yeah, I was later in the Patty LaBelle.
Like how much like a different world later.
That's Patty in her prime. Patty was singing down.
Yeah.
The right kind of love.
I know you would say like the mainstream. Like I wouldn't know.
She was a geek.
I wouldn't know the album.
You want an album? Okay, that's fine.
We was
But as long as you know, that she on that stage and she did what needed to be done every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely up. Oh, she performed at an awards ball. Oh, okay, I saw that.
Like an award show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anywho,
I saw it.
I feel like Beyonce is going to release something on the day of or the day before the music awards.
I think I like that.
Oh.
We can't move past that.
Oh my God. So, but yeah, I feel like she's gonna do something. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see something. Hopefully visuals.
She's
ready to have a different.
She not giving us these visuals. I want y'all to let it go. She not giving us these visuals.
No, for real.
Please.
No shade.
She not.
I think we want visuals, but it's not the artist. It's not the era for visuals anymore.
It's not her
She
visuals.
gave us that one time in Lemonade.
Rihanna's never given us anything.
She told you take your ass to the
No,
movies.
no,
I'm
Go to the theaters.
And go see
And
it.
You not looking.
I'm not looking for Rihanna. I'm looking, but I'm not looking.
Everybody waiting on
Like,
She's not giving us nothing. Nicki's
I
not. They're not giving us any visuals. They're gonna give us. Well, not. Really.
she said that. She
I'm
said
saying
that.
because I know what you know.
Bitch, don't come in my comments talking about that shit because I would call the police.
No, but they're not. I think I'm really
At me.
This is
They
we
can.
have moved past the
That
space
mean,
of people
we are-
paying for videos.
In the streaming era.
It's a
It's
streaming
a really
era.
streaming era.
It is.
You go on TikTok, you make a cute little dance, and it.
Cause TikTok gonna make your music video for you, low key. You got somebody with a good TikTok.
I wanna-
That's why I need these girls have no shade.
Shall we get into TikTok?
We should, because the girl should be on their knees thanking TikTok because if it wasn't for TikTok, their songs would not be hitting
And
the
it's,
charts at all.
and it's the same girls who said, "Do your dance on TikTok," and then the reason
And it went viral.
your album is doing what it's doing is because of TikTok. And I swear to God, to this day,
And sometimes you listen to that entire song, like TikTok, it'd be like 30 seconds. You ate that 30 seconds, you listen to the entire song,
It's
ass.
wow.
terrible.
It's crumb.
But people go and stream your music because of that 30 seconds.
And streaming is so
To this
cliche.
day.
You only need like a couple seconds.
I
to
love
stream.
Bang It Down. she got on that song. She said, "Do they dance on TikTok?" But
Well, Tasha,
no
stop.
shame. That's the only reason that song is doing anything. That is the only reason. That's the only reason that album is doing anything.
Having any
It's because of the TikTok
It's
movement.
because of TikTok.
And I was like,
the children, the kids that's cool.
Because that
really
was
be singing
crumbs. That was
Well,
crumbs.
Tasha, why stop?
I'm from Houston.
Stop.
I remember Megan before Megan was Megan. I remember listening to Megan's mixtapes every day before I went to work. I knew Big O Freak before Big O Freak was Big O Freak.
Thing.
I introduced all of the Big O Freak. That's how I learned stands. We was doing Big O Freak, and I was like, "What's this?" And then it popped.
So I didn't know.
This now I'm like, "Girl, what is this?"
I didn't know who Megan was, but I knew Megan. Right,
What's wrong?
I got introduced to Megan when she was in them Daisy Dukes in that tank top and rapping on that parking deck.
Bitch in that parking deck.
That's the Megan
Bitch.
I miss, because she was real. Like she was. This is Houston. This is Houston right here.
Y'all saying music losing up. It's like
People want to, who the fuck is this?
Calling me at 6:47 at night while I'm watching the fight.
Yeah.
It's my girl.
Ted is out in
Miami. Like, people want that.
Yes. Oh my god.
I do want that.
I do. I need that.
But here's the thing.
thing.
Yes, I missed that, Nikki. However,
This nigga, I don't know.
Nikki now
It's
is still miles before any of the other girls. No
like,
shame.
we wanted, you loved Megan at that, but what you presented to us, that was crime.
Go ahead and take that back, baby.
She said she shot her friend over a bean. And
We talking about-
imagine what I do to her. I can't stand.
Oh my god. Okay, we talking about making a routine. I'ma cut that bitch. I'ma cut that bitch. I'ma slice that bitch. I'ma get that bitch.
What?
I'ma cut that bitch. I'ma slice that bitch. I'ma cut that bitch. I'ma move that bitch. I'ma get that bitch.
First of all, why did you even make that? Like, you don't even have no more beef.
She got
That was
on.
so unprovoked.
She got on camera and said, "Nikki, what's good?"
You bitch.
Yeah,
And
let
they
it.
got scared afterwards. It was like, ooh,
It's just like,
bitch.
imagine what I do. Like, I know you was gagging when you released it and you got on social media and then you went back and everybody was like, delete it. Because what were you thinking?
Immediately.
Like, that beef was so old. She had, like, Nikki is literally beefing with mad other girls right now.
Right now,
Like, she would rather beef with somebody that's 12 years old than to beef with you anymore. Like, girl, what? Girl.
No shade.
The
Yeah.
only thing is, that was one of her best verses that she did in a minute.
Whoa.
It ain't
Hot
good.
in it.
No, one thing, she slid on that. It was just like,
But you know how niggas,
Yeah.
niggas promise you something so unprovoked. Like, I never asked for a laptop. But you was like, yo, like, if you fuck with me, like, I got you. Like, you never asked for it. And you don't, like, girl, like, why did you should, girl, shut up.
Keep that. I don't want that.
She should have left it alone when Nikki said, "Are you the queen of this here?
What platinum plaque?
I'm flop, bitch. Where? Yeah. I took 2 bars off just to laugh. See, silly rabbit, to be the queen of rap. You gotta sell records. You gotta get plaques. S. Plural like the S on my chest. Now sit your dumb ass down.
You got an F on your chest, loser. Bitch.
Girl, I would have sat down. She took 2 bars off just to laugh at that bitch.
And yeah, nobody even said it was loser because it was about Nikki.
Yeah, what's her?
It just was loser because it was so unprovoked.
It was
Like, you could have been talking about
This bitch, that bitch, which bitch.
gag. You and Papoose not together no
Bitch.
more, right? That is way more relevant than
Then
the beef that
anything.
you had with Nikki. Like,
No,
you should have been like,
that's
yeah, I'm a
sad.
badass
That's
bitch
sad, though.
after my little breakup. Like, girl, you all still talking
No
about something that
shade.
happened 12 years ago, bro.
Remy Ma did the same exact thing. A lot of prison niggas do to these girls. Once they get out, they start cheating.
Oh my gosh!
But that's another story. But you think that was a chop? So since you're thinking of chops and tens and you in ballroom, I got a little game for you called: is it a 10 or is it a chop?
Let's do it.
Let's run it down real quick. Atlanta traffic.
You see?
I
want the commentator to come up to me. Why you chop?
Okay.
Don't see it.
A twister who vogues soft and cunt. 10. Female figures voguing with no
Especially
heels.
fuck me, Vogue.
That.
What is
Fuck
that?
me, Vogue.
Okay, so when a real masculine, when I see a twister is basically a person who's realness with a twist.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you see a dude that's like normally like this and they go into, it's so hypnotizing. It's like, where did this nigga just go?
Fuck me, Vogue is like a Vogue that's like, bitch, hit nigga on a piano. And it just look like everything is just so sexy and so
And what we say,
sensual.
trade on the panel.
It's just
So
like,
you just
everything about your Vogue just screams sex. I love a fucking Vogue.
T. Female figures. That means female queens and between and drags, voguing with no heels.
Oh.
Okay. The ATL Kiki scene.
You know, if it's about a year or so ago, like I would definitely been like, you know, it's a job, you know. But I see the progress, so I'll let you battle.
For me, it's still a job. But
She said she
I haven't been here.
You know, you didn't eat it for me,
Yeah.
but I'll let you battle. I'll probably vote over you.
Okay. Atlanta food. Is it a 10 or a job?
No shade.
Do you like it better than the food in New York?
Well, I'm not gonna say I like it better.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say is, you know, I'm a girl of formula teas. Like, you know, you have to have the formula. And one of the things that I always say, like, as far as being a mother of more, like, my boys need to be on they fitness. Girls too. Fitness. Fitness doesn't mean being skinny. Fitness doesn't mean, like, it's about how well you're put together. You could be fat. Some girls are not meant to be skinny.
You get them bobbleheads.
I live for someone that invests into themselves and things of that sort. So I'd be like, you know, I need my boys to be fit. When I got to Atlanta, baby, the amount of fitness I grew, I was like, oh.
It's all them yams, mac and cheese, collard greens, turkey necks with rice and gravy. You know,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes with gravy.
I blew up. And again,
Fruit slices of ham. You know,
I was definitely on my little fitness journey. I was going for my runs every 2 days a week, and going on like, you know, my fitness thing like that. So I toned everything. Baby, I still got the it stayed. You know, so I'm gonna give it a 10.
And last but not least, your 20s.
Ooh, 15.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go dark. I don't want to go dark.
You know what? No shade. I gotta break that down. If the commentator was to ask me why, I'd be like, no shade. I wanted to chop you bad. I wanted to chop you so bad, Steve, because you really tried me. So like it's given. You tried me personally. So I wanted to chop you, but I'm gonna give you your 10s because I'm above it. Like, I grew into the person I am. So like, I feel like if I didn't go through that, I probably wouldn't be like sitting on these lines right now. So it needs it. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna let you battle. I'm gonna give you your 10s.
T. So that is the end of this episode. Girl, that dope ass scream. But I want to thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for being on this episode. This was truly a key.
I really
I do want to ask you one more question. So, what is next in line for Kim B? What is the legacy that you want to leave? Leave. Did I say leave or leave? Sorry, it's the gym. I'm so sorry.
For real, I just really want to continue to be the fabulous bitch that I'm.
I know that's right.
You know, I'm being a girl. Nah, I'm Ken. Well, Ken.
Yeah,
But on some serious shit, like really, it's just the people that I surround myself with, like, is the people that I want to make sure do what they need to do. Like I used to say all the time, do what you need to do to get where you want to go, and that can be broken down in many ways. Making sure you set yourself up. Like, no shade, we don't want to be niggers. We want to be a nigga with wealth. So that is setting yourself up. The same places that we shop is the same places you can invest in. As far as like, if you shop at Macy's, girl, go get some stock. Go do those things. Set yourself up, and you know that's what I'm really doing right now. My legacy is really like my kids and anybody that's surrounding me. It's not about what I produce anymore. It's about what I give to the people that is coming after me. For real, I got some stars.
I'm one of them.
Before we close this out, we wanted to talk about one of the things. Since we have Mother Ken here, we wanted to ask her opinion on BeatsbyWill in the ballroom scene and what does she see for her from the future.
This is a fucking surprise to me.
It is.
Okay. Go ahead.
So as far as Bree, I knew Bree was talented. I knew Bree was smart. We have these conversations all the time. I have a vision for what I surround myself with. I have a vision of who I want around me and the people that I want under me, and people may not understand that, and it's really not for people to understand. Really, it's for me and the individuals that I choose to surround myself with, to have the relationship where I can talk to them, they can talk to me, and we can talk to each other. And the conversation that we have is about, I chose you for a reason. I see greatness, and it's for you to learn from me to learn from you, and for the chapter or anybody around us to learn from us, period. And actually, you've been really stepping into that, like, that person that I saw further than the person I approached.
Further than what I saw for myself.
And that's why I always tell you, I'm really proud of you, even for the things y'all doing right now. Like we spoke about this, and for Black individuals to really put it in paper, to really put it on film, to really do what y'all need to do. Like, this is so great to be a part of, and I see so much. Like, and I can't even really say anything more than that, because you've been exceeding the expectations that I have. Like, not only just as far as yourself, but stepping into the role of just being guidance. Everything that I taught you, you was able to pass on to other individuals, and I didn't even need to ask that, which is, those are the people that I've been looking for and that I see in people. Like, people want to be leaders so bad, but those people that strive to be leaders are back following. Like, baby, just listen.
You support.
Just listen. Just
So what I say?
Hey, but those individuals that take initiative, those people that like even just see like, okay, he's stressed out, she's stressed out. Let me just help him out a little bit. Oh, he's not doing something right. I don't need to go to Ken to tell Ken, oh, he's not doing something right. I know the formula. Let me tell him, okay, baby, this is the formula here. You don't need to always go to Ken. Those are the things that I'm looking for and I always thank them again. I always thank them being the founding members of this chapter, the Atlanta chapter of the house, the Imperial, the legendary house of Mulan. International Imperial legendary house of Mulan. You have been one of the founding members of this chapter, and like really there's nothing more that I can really ask for. Like your journey, I'm not expecting you to. Let me rephrase that. I didn't expect you to become an overnight sensation, and I feel like you have. So,
Baby,
I just really appreciate, I just appreciate you and what you've done. I actually this is really big. This is really big, and I'm really proud of all three of y'all.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm really happy to be a part of this.
Thank you so much. That question was so unexpected.
I'm here.
Period. This is why I have the friends. I don't want to say team, but the family that I have around me, because of these moments like this. And literally, we were just talking about this too. I was like, girl, in 2 months, it's gonna be my 1 year anniversary when I decided to join the house. And from then, it's been nothing but a journey, ups and downs, because every journey has ups and downs.
Absolutely.
But the way I have seen myself transform. Sometimes it's even as people who have been put into a marginalized group that's not represented well or not taken care of well, we don't take moments to have those aha moments or the success moments to celebrate us. And just from you hearing that, it's just wow, I need to celebrate me more, because mind you, it's all about the marathon, not about the sprint.
Absolutely.
And I really do. I thank you for your words. I thank y'all too so much, and I thank anyone who's watching this. Literally, this is not an easy job to have. What we do and what we say here is people will live on forever in time, and literally, I just want to. And my whole goal in life, since I was a kid, I wanted to just inspire people. So the fact that I'm able to do that with people that I love so much is amazing. And hopefully it can just, not hopefully, because it says to be plain and in detail what you want. So I'm going to say it will reach the multitudes of people, because it already has. It will be a sensation, not overnight, but it takes time. Anything that's pure takes time. So I know that we will be we will be one of those people that not only start from this and all the way up, but we will be on TV shows. We will be mentioned through different rooms that we didn't even know we were going to be mentioned at. There's people right now that's talking about us successfully that we don't even know we have yet to meet.
Amen.
And just seeing that, just to see T.S. Madison, for instance. I'm a keep saying this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Girl, you smell so good today.
Bitch. Oh my God.
What you got on?
I left it over there.
It's okay.
I got on my
It's
Everything by T.S. Madison.
Yeah.
Literally, you smell the effervescence of what?
It's giving
Luck be a lady.
it's giving rich, it's giving mature, it's giving very so
It's a cozy perfume. Ooh la la. And literally, the perfume is amazing. Make sure y'all go and get some. She got a new one coming out. And literally, I just want to send a shout out to T.S. Madison because, like, T.S. Madison has been so supportive throughout this. And mind you, we love T.S. You know, over here at the Good Girls Podcast, we love T.S. Madison. We love her down. And to see that she is a woman of her word is nothing short of amazing. So thank you so much, T.S. We love you. And we're going to continue to keep loving you and thanking you for all that you do. And I thank God for you. I thank God for your presence. So, yeah. But on that note, girl, it's time for us to go.
Wait.
Oh.
Just have a question.
Where can we find
Yes.
the Ken and then the House of Mulan? If you're in Atlanta and you want to join a amazing house in the Kiki scene of Atlanta, where can we find you?
So, I am the Elias Hamaka of the House of Mulan. I am Ken Mulan, as far as Runway Miyaki Mugler. You can find me on Facebook. That is Ken Bellington. Ken B. B is for Bellington. BELLINGTON. And then Instagram, it is thereal.kenb. As far yes, also go follow my house page. It's House of Mulan. Yeah, very to the point. House of Mulan. HAUS.
We get a lot of pages, so
No,
hold up. It's like faux free. It's house. The house is spelled HAUS.
There we go.
Of Hua Mulan.
Yes.
What is it?
Hua Mulan.
Okay.
Because we whoop ass.
Oh. And. That is spelled HUA. If you know the backstory of Mulan, you know her name was Mulan. Okay?
So yeah. Thank you so much again for coming.
Absolutely.
Literally, we'll leave Ken's social medias within the description box. Make sure you follow, send him love, and see what's going on in his everyday life. Because mind you, girl, it's a movie. So, so literally, it's same for all of us. Like for all our open pages that we have TikTok and stuff like that. Just follow us on there, girl. We post some funny stuff sometimes. We post some funny stuff. So follow us on there and make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this page. Comment stuff that you want to see. Comment the stuff that you love to hear us talk about and want to talk about more. And comment if you want to see some other things too, girl. If you want to see the Good Girls After Dark. If you want to see Good Girls going live. If you want to see Good Girls going wild. Not from us. Not from us. Not on this channel. Maybe. See how the check clears. But yeah, we hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, week, whatever is going on in your life. And literally, we'll see y'all next week. Talk to y'all later.
Ciao!
Bye, girl.